Celiac disease and people becoming gluten-free because of an allergy are on the rise. But what exactly is celiac disease?
It's when the body looks at something normal, the gluten peptides from various sweets, and decides that it's something dangerous and attacks it. And in attacking it, it can harm the body. So it's when the body really takes over and attacks itself improperly.
After being diagnosed in 2009, Pam St. Cyr has been living with celiac disease for about 7 years now.
It doesn't affect your day-to-day unless you have an event to go to. I find that's really difficult. Like if you have to go to a wedding or like a family party and you have to pack like all your food or you have to tell people like, I can't eat at your wedding, so can you accommodate it? Or I just have to like not eat.
Having a gluten allergy is very different than having celiac disease.
A gluten allergy would be similar to an allergy to a medication or an allergy to a fruit. It's basically when the body also identifies something normal as abnormal, but the reaction is different.
What happens if you have celiac disease and you eat something with gluten in it?
So people ask me that all the time. All the time. What will happen to you? Can't you just have a little piece of gluten and see what happens? Or like, what's the big deal? And I'm so strict that I honestly have never contaminated myself. I have heard that you could get violently sick, dehydrate, you could just get really sick.
People actually carry the gene for celiac disease and have the ability to pass it on to their children.
There is genetic links to celiac to the point that they're actually identifying genes that people who have celiac disease carry.
I have 2 children, and one of them has shown symptoms more than the other. So we had him have the whole celiac panel done, including a genetic test. He does have the gene, but he does not have celiac right now. It has not kicked on, and hopefully it never will.
Living gluten-free is a way of life for people diagnosed with celiac, and they have to worry about more than just food products.
A lot of places, especially restaurants, they're now accommodating for gluten-free. It's becoming, a lot of people do it as a fad too now. It's like a big fad diet for some reason, so it must be healthy. It's not just food either. You have to be careful with cosmetics, and you have to be careful with anything that goes on your lips, or anything that goes on your skin, anything that you wash your hair with.
1 in 100 people are affected by celiac disease, and the number keeps growing.
I think there's a lot more awareness. You know, you definitely go to restaurants where they ask if you want a gluten-free menu, or there's options for gluten-free products. All over the supermarkets you see gluten-free products. So I think in some ways it's become a lot easier and people have become more aware.
For online resources about celiac disease or to find out more, visit celiacdisease.org.